I don't know why I bought this. It's the 1x1 high fidelity belt drive turntable system. I don't know if they make a model that's not high fidelity, but this one, I don't know. It's just this one. There's a few models similar to this, some 1x1, some that aren't, that don't have that stock black plastic all-in-one piece 33, 45, I think it even has 78 thing that you see in Crossley's and stuff. They've moved beyond that, and there's several that are similar to this, but this particular one, for some reason, is just, it keeps popping up in my feed. I think it's the rosewood, I think it's these unusual controls and stuff, and certainly, whenever I see the AT-3600, I know this is probably a decent turntable. It's not one of those little red sapphire styly that you see on so many of these cheap turntables that you find online. And this one, I don't need it, certainly. If you've seen my other videos, I have plenty of turntables. Already I wasn't loving that it doesn't have a removable head shell, so I can't easily swap out cartridges quickly. But I thought, for the price, maybe I should give this a try. Maybe I should, do some sort of review. I've reviewed so much budget gear. And then Amazon Prime Day, or whatever it's called, happened. And the price went down even lower. So I said, okay, fine. Now I really should get one. So let's peel this thing open. I will say right off the bat, I do not love that they basically slap a label on. I had to rip it off so you wouldn't see my address. But they just slap a label on it and toss it into the, whatever you call it, mail system, UPS, whatnot. By the way, we're not doing this in my regular spot because the regular spot has a massive Sony Trinitron blocking it right now. And I don't know, leave a comment if you want me to do a review of that. It's from 2000, 2001, somewhere in there. 2000, 2001, whatever it takes. Let's see. I don't think I've done one of my previous Trinitrons. Maybe I should have. I don't even have some of them anymore. Anyway, let's look at this. All right. Well, there's some of the packaging material. Interesting. And the instructions, which I think I'm going to need because look at all these different, it doesn't come assembled, like most turntables don't, unless you're buying it at a boutique or something. This is a nice touch. Oh, yeah, the dust cover comes separate. Very good. I'm glad they did that. And there's bits and pieces. Okay, so now they've got bits and pieces squirreled away in here. Let's see. Okay, so maybe this is like quick start. Yeah, oh, it is quick start instructions. This is the real instructions. I can't believe they give you an actual protractor to align the cartridge. That's pretty cool. Wonder how many people do that or even know what it's for. Let's see what else is in here. Live chat anytime. Nice. So this, clearly it's made elsewhere, even though it's Ontario, California. Probably made in China, but this has the highest level of detail attention to the accoutrements that I've seen in a long time. Let's see, made in China, yeah, okay. Now I've got tables that probably used go for about what I paid for this new, which I believe it was $119 on Prime Day. I've got a few tables that were like MCS, some of that were rebadged Techniques ones, that would go for this price, and they have about the same feature set and everything. Removable head shell, however. Maybe I should do a video on that one, because I'm liking that one MCS. But my point is, those were probably made in Japan, maybe Mexico, maybe Taiwan. The Chinese-made goods, a lot of times, as we know, coming on Amazon, are not great. But so far, I have no complaints. This is just coming across like the average turntable that you would get. Oh, it has sound recording software. It comes with software. Audacity supports Windows 95. That, I will say, that's a bad sign right there. If it's backward compatible all the way to Windows 95. Probably pretty wonky. We'll find out what that is, I'm sure. Oh my. An actual bias weight. That's pretty cool. A very flimsy 45 adapter. This thing, actually no. It's not the chintzy plastic. I could probably break this, but it would take some effort compared to some of the other ones like that I've seen. And this, yeah, we'll come back to that because I don't know either. And, well, probably now's the time to look at the quick start guide. Okay, we haven't gotten that far yet. So far, we found this. I can see this, of course. That, I bet, is in here. That's the 45 adapter. I don't know what that is. There's something hiding in there. There's a protractor, the manual, bias weight, and the belt, which is good, included. I don't have to go to Radio Shack. Now it wants me to lift up, let's see, this part. Something in here. Possibly. Oh, I see another piece hiding. This was right up against the rosewood. I hope I didn't scratch that when pulling that. Oh, and you know, this thing, I just knocked that around a bit. Okay, well, let's see. You know what? Might be better to pull this whole thing out. Why am I good at this? Why am I good at that? It's not a good sign. Okay. All right. See you later, you filthy animal. Let's take off one of these. Nothing hiding in that, it doesn't seem like. This side, something's hiding in this side. I'll get to that in a moment. Put that there. I'll put the turntable here until we're ready for it. Okay. Now this is what they were pointing out to me. That is the counterweight. Cool. This is the AC. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nice. That aside, nothing good. Put this back in there. Still don't know why I actually bought this. What am I doing with my life? Okay. I'm reviewing stuff for you people. It's got silver, what do you call it, leaf on this. It's a felt mat. Sorry, one by one, but I'm probably going to put it like this. Just looks cooler. Oh, are you serious right now? Is that, oh, okay. I thought this was the belt and that they had somehow either untied it. It was a cloth belt or something. No. This is a ribbon that they have doubled up to hold the belt in place. Actually, a nice little touch. This is very reminiscent of the whole Technics belt drive units, SL, B1, B2, B3, all of those. I, of course, have never opened one of those from new. I'm not that old. But I have to think this was about the kind of level of detail they had or should have. Oh, they should have had, you know what? This is even more amazing than I thought. You take this to gently put, when it comes time, you'll see, I'm never gonna have to touch that belt. Pretty nice. Okay. Now, the actual table itself. Let's bring this up here. And how is this attached? Well, it would appear, yeah, how it's taped under here. Can you see that? Maybe I was off camera for that. There we go. Okay, so wow, this is like piano finish. I already hear something underneath there that's not what I expected. Let's find out. Wow, that is a nice finish. I don't know what material this is. Maybe it says underneath. Belt drive turntable, made in China, 1x1. Does not say. Oh, I had it off camera, sorry. So, you see there's feet. There's 3 feet under here to support it. And let's see, the hinges. Oh no, are these are those hinges that like to snap around a lot. Yeah, I don't like these. Okay. Like the stuff isn't perfect and it comes back at you. Okay. Let's do the thing with the belt that I was so excited about. So this, I hope everybody knows what I'm doing. Fitting that on there, and then, can you see that? take the belt, put it around there, and voila. Never had to touch the belt. And you know what? I'm going to save this because someday I might have to do that again. If I move. Just kidding. All right. Well, light scratch there, little dimple there. Can't have everything for this price. I did not scratch it when I was pulling out that USB cable earlier, so that's good. Let's now put on the dust cover. You know, after so many decades of used turntables, it's refreshing to see one of these. It's not totally scratched and cloudy. Yes, I know about the toothpaste and whatever trick I can do, I'll do it. I'll get around to it. Okay, so this fits like this. 30 years from now, you'll be seeing videos of kids rescuing their dad's one-by-one turntable, and this is the one part that's broken, the hinges. Look at this. I can barely do it now. I hate these things. See, because it's using the back piece as leverage. You saw how tough it was for me to move those hinges earlier? Well, it's using this plastic bracket in the back as its leverage to make it go back and forth. Me no like. All right. Can you see the... You can't. Now there's a power switch. Not the best place for it. You know, you would think it would just... It's going to operate like a late 70s Technics Pioneer or whatever, where you leave this on, and then when you move the arm, it starts to move. I realize that, but still weird to have this here. It's got a built-in phono preamp. No idea how that's going to sound, but that's nice to have. At least, of course, I'm going to leave it at line. Oh, wait. I bet this is telling you what you're putting. So if I leave it here, the phono preamp is on, and I can plug it into a line level input. So I want it on phono level, because I'm going to put it into a phono preamp. I'll try the other one too, just to be safe. 12 volts. It's got Bluetooth. Interesting. And ground. Detachable ground. I like that. And the red and white. Where's the yellow? If you're asking yourself that now, you probably need to stop this video and watch a few others first. Anyhow, so this handsome fellow, I mean, think about it. Denon and Yamaha, they made those higher end turntables in the late 70s. They about looked like this. They had the look and feel of this thing. I hope this thing has the sound quality. I'm gonna put this here for now. I don't know why. Oh, let's put on the weight. Okay. Well, let's look at the quick start guide. I don't want to just slap it on there. Okay, so I did that, put the hinges. I did the belt. I should have do the belt first. Oh, okay, now what's this? They have you take this thing off. B, you put that key. You use the key to do something. What? That weird plastic key thing. What was that about? I don't see where that's supposed to go or for what. Maybe they mean in the future? I can't tell. I can't tell what that means. I think I used the ribbon for what they're saying to use the key for. Remove the red ribbon, place the... Yeah, so they're not saying anything about this silly little key thing. All right, well, he gets the day off. Put this on here. Put that back like that. Okay, you know what? I'm sick of this thing. I'm not going to be using it anyway. Oh, you see? Look at this. Look, it's like... This is kind of flimsy, now I'm realizing. It bows a little. It's not sturdy. This is cheaper plastic than a lot of these usually are. Well, you know what? We'll save this. We'll do the counterweight. This is giving me vibes of what I thought the U-turn Orbit was going to be like, and I still haven't tested one, and I would love to, especially since I got that higher end version out now. Okay, now this, did I tell you that the U-turn Orbit was my idea? When I was in college, we met this weird guy who was going to be an electrical engineer. We went to visit some lab at the university, and it's like, and then you do a final project. What do you think you would want to do? And so I told him this is a very simple turntable idea, and he looked at me as if I had said my final project is going to be, you know, sewing. Anyway, I did figure out the bias weight. It basically comes with that giant loop. It was a noose, essentially. You're supposed to feed it through, connect it to the peg as indicated, and then you pull on the other end of the rope to basically tighten it so it gets right around that. I don't think that's the best design, but if you notice up here, there's nowhere to adjust it. You can't really adjust how the cartridge is placed in there. It's very bizarre that they would give you the protractor and then there's no way to move it. I mean, you can loosen it, but there's no way to adjust it. I guess if you get a different cartridge, it would work. As you can see, it from the factory is close, but not dead on as it could be, and that's too bad because, you know, when you're dealing with microscopic levels of contact here, every little bit helps. So it's unfortunate. I was thinking maybe I'd slap on like the Shure SC35C or something, but or even my V15, but that's not going to happen here. I decided to check the tracking weight just out of the box. And remember, I don't know if I did it on camera, I just slapped this thing onto the back. I didn't really balance nothing. I just wanted to see what would happen if I put it on and put it right up. And I don't know if you can see, but it's right at, there you go, 3.02 grams, which it's recommended 3.5 grams. So it's right in there with 3.5 plus or minus half a gram. There you go, right there. So it was right in there, which is pretty good. I mean, even if the alignment is off, the weight's pretty good. This review was done summer of 2024, but I'm back a year later with this voiceover. So my issue with this turntable turned out that the power knob, once it was on and everything was spinning, it would stop after 20 minutes unless you were playing a record. So if there was no signal, no matter where the tone arm was, it would just stop. And then you had to reach around back and turn the power switch on and off before you could get things going again. So if you left a record with the needle in the runout groove just sitting there, that would be a problem. So for that reason, I liked most things about this, but I eventually ended up sending this thing back.